What's up, folks? I feel like I'm so far from the phone, but I didn't want to hold the phone. I just wanted to just talk for my intro to this video. So, you've seen the title, but let me lead up to it. I went to BJ's today, which is kind of similar to like Sam's Club, Costco, but on a smaller scale. There may be, I think it might just be two in the Atlanta area. Well, no, it might be some other more. So there's a few in the Atlanta area. I went to the one in East Point, probably closest to the city of Atlanta. I got a new membership there due to the Airbnb recently. $15 for the membership, and that includes my mother too up in her on it. So yeah, we got that together. So anyway, I was in there, man. I just wanted to check out the meat. That was really my main reason for wanting to go. And when I got there, checked out the meat. That meat selection is really all of that, to be honest. I was expecting like Sam's, Costco. Not quite there with it, but BJ's is a little bit smaller than those two. So to its defense, the meat department is proportionally the size of those big ones. But I wasn't really blown away. They got like some bigger portions, bigger sizes because it's a warehouse type concept. But I wasn't really blown away. And then a lot of times on Fridays, because it is Friday, mid-May from Atlanta, I normally do like seafood. I might do like some crab legs, shrimp, mussels, clams, maybe throw some frozen crawfish in there, let them soak with a little flavor, and do that, man. But today, I was walking, and that was probably going to be my plan, but I wasn't getting the stuff from BJ's. I was going to go to Wayfields and get it. And I happened to walk across these monsters right here. These are, they'll turn around, but these are some monster turkey legs, already pre-smoked. And I normally don't buy these to like just eat, just because they don't be looking all that appetizing. The grocery store get out the pre-smoked meats, which you can use to season collard greens and stuff like that, like the smoked turkey wings, smoked turkey necks, smoked pork neck bones, all the different smoked stuff to flavor collard greens, and that's the only time I usually buy them. But these actually look edible. So I got the bright idea. I love the carnival and turkey. Turkey legs you get at the carnivals and fairs that be all pink on the inside and all crispy on the outside and smoked, and it be so good, so good. That's some of the best eating in the world. So I said, let me try to replicate that. And of course, I know I've smoked a bunch of turkey legs in my lifetime, since I've been smoking probably the past 5-6 years, seriously smoking. And I never cured them before. But of course, I understand the science with that. Sorry, I had to turn it back on. So I realized the reason that those turkey legs were so good, and that's because they were cured. Of course, I smoke turkey legs, and I haven't cured them on my own before. I'm gonna do it one day because I got some curing salt somewhere. It might be in the storage unit, but I'm gonna do some curing one day so that I can have to cure some turkey legs. But I want to see how these taste because they do look pretty good. I'm gonna show it to you in a better light. But I can get away with these, so I got a way that I'm gonna try to do them and see what they taste like. If they don't come out like I think they might come out or might not come out, I'll just get something else to eat this evening. It's Friday. I can go order some Waffle House. It don't matter. I survive. Taco Bell. Well, I go get some ground beef just next to me. We'll see. So anyway, let me stop talking and let's get to the cooking. Here are the turkey drumsticks. I got them. Now these things are what? Almost 4 pounds, so that's 2 pounds a piece. So one of those is essentially 2 pounds of meat. This one looks bigger than that one, but the other side might show the same way. So 2 pounds a piece. This is crazy. $14.32, which is pretty much what you would pay for one of these at a fair or carnival. And they got a few spots that sell turkey legs now on the south side of Atlanta. Turkey leg hut, things like that, which I haven't tried those yet, but I'm sure they're good. I hear mixed reviews, more good than bad. So here's what we got. I'm gonna take them out and show you how I'm gonna season them. All right, folks. So I'm only putting 3 things on these turkey legs. First thing is hot sauce. I use this as a binder on just about every meat that I cook, unless I decide to use another marinade like pickle juice or lemon pepper or something like that. I just love hot sauce because number one, it serves as a binder for the seasoning. And then number two, I just like the tangy little spice that it adds to the food. Sometimes you don't even really taste it, but you know it's there. It's been one of those kind of things. So doing the hot sauce first. Then I'm doing this kicking chicken. I normally do this Grill Mates McCormick's roasted olive, garlic, and herb on everything poultry wise because it's just so good. This is a great seasoning right here that they made in McCormick's, and you can get it for $2 and some change. However, I wasn't sure how much I had here at the house when I was at the store, so I was going to get some more from Publix, and Publix didn't have this. But they did have their brand of roasted garlic and herb, and they also had kicking chicken. I've had the kicking chicken. I like the kicking chicken because it is kicking, means spicy wise, and it's just a good chicken seasoning. It's not too far from the roasted garlic and herb as far as flavor. And I wanted a little bit of spice today. It's Friday. Let's do it up. So, and plus, you know, these turkey legs are cured, so all the flavors on the inside, and there's going to be some flavor from the skin too, the way I'm going to do it. But all the flavors in there, so. I'm going to throw that on. And then last but not least, ground black pepper. And some little stuff on the bottom. Ignore that. Just for color. I just want the legs to be a little dark if possible. So I'm going to throw that on. And that's it. That's it. Keeping it simple, guys. Alright, guys. Here are our seasoned turkey legs. And this is all I'm going to do to them. So I'm going to put them in the fridge and just let them sit in there. I'm not really terribly hungry right now. But this is actually a good thing because it'll give me time to get the green egg together. What I've noticed on my past few cooks with the green egg, I'm kind of impatient. So I get the grill up to temp. And I don't think I leave it there long enough because, you know, when I open the grill, when I heat it up, I put the grill grate on and that's it. And then once it's at temperature, I take that off, I put the wood in, and then I put the heat shield and a little drip pan, and then the grill grate back on. But I noticed the temperature of the grill goes way down, and then as it comes back up to where I wanted it, it just has a lot of that dirty smoke, which is not really purely dirty smoke, but it's good. Actually turns out to be good smoke to go into the meat until the smoke goes away. Once it's at temp, you get the nice blue smoke, so it doesn't hurt either way unless you're just starting it from scratch cold with a bunch of wood and put your meat on there. Don't do that. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. This is what we got. I'm going to throw these in the fridge. And let's go to the grill. By the way, just jumping subjects. If you don't have a Ninja slushy machine, you should invest in one of these because it is good. You can take anything and make something. Any concoction you think of. This is vodka, lemonade, and some Kool-Aid. Tropical Punch, Kool-Aid, snow cone mix. But you can also do anything I've done. Jack and Cokes in here, margaritas, screwdrivers with the orange juice and vodka. You name it, you can make it in here. All you need is your ingredients. So they also have other brands like Iceman, this brand. You can look on Amazon and just look at reviews. It doesn't have to be Ninja. I think Ninja is just the one that's known. And it's actually kind of squeaking. I think I probably should have pushed the corkscrew on there a little bit more. But yeah, this is a good one too though. It actually froze up pretty quickly. But yeah, try to get one of these. All right, y'all, we are doing my dad's green egg, the big green egg. This is a large size, I think. The extra large is bigger. Hey, shut up. So to light the grill, they got fire starters and stuff. My dad loves this thing right here. I don't know what you call it. It looks like a brand, but it heats up. You put the coals on it, it heats them up, and it heats anything touching it, it heats up. So it heats up the coals on top, it heats up the coals on the bottom, and after a while, you got some hot coals. And I didn't want to use it at first, but it's grown on me, to be honest. I like using it now because it's just cool. Plug it up to an extension cord, put it in here. About 10. Those coals are already looking kind of hot right there. But use about 10 minutes, 15 at the most, you got hot coals. And then you can just set your vents and let your grill heat up as normally. But this is a cool little concoction. You could probably buy these somewhere. You can reuse them over and over again. You don't have to really buy the fire starters. Hey! Sorry about the dogs. You don't really have to buy fire starters all the time if you just buy this. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna get me one too. So guys, I did some research when it came to smoking. already smoked turkey leg. Well, not even that. I just asked what wood is usually used to smoke the turkey legs that you see at the fairs and Disney World, and uh, the common answer that came back was hickory. They say hickory just kind of gives that flavor, that woodsy flavor, and so I have a box of cherry chunks, which this is one of them, and then I had a bag of wood chips that was almost gone with hickory chips. So I said, why not do both? So I'm going to use this chunk of cherry that's right now holding up my thermometer, and these wood chips that I'm soaking, and I'm going to drain them before I smoke them, of course. There's plenty of debates about soaking your wood chips or not. I don't think it makes that much of a difference to really even debate about it. Just do what you want to do. Steam, smoke, shit, you're getting the same thing. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. And the grill is getting close to the temperature I wanted at, so I'm going to set the vents down and let it sit there for a while. I want to go around, at 200 now, I want to go around 225 to 250, so I'm going to go ahead and let it get a little bit hotter and then shut those vents down to where I wanted it at. Alright guys, so I got these turkey legs on, and maybe y'all can give me some tips on getting these green eggs lit up without a lot of smoke at the beginning, because that's pretty much what we got here. I let the grill come to temp, put the wood on, put the heat shield on, and then the temp goes down and comes back up, it struggles, and it blows a lot of smoke in the process. Anyway, turkey legs are on, got my thermometer here, got a water pan back there, got the cherry chunk, hickory chips rolling, and I'm just gonna let this roll. My plan is let this roll for about an hour at least. Maybe temp it then, but about an hour. Once I feel it has a good amount of smoke, then I'm gonna wrap them up and let them kind of, maybe tenderize a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's do it. So guys, we are rolling. The thermometer, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 195, 194. And I think I learned something, man. Usually when I think the grill is at temp when it's probably not. I mean, it'll reach the desired temp when I open it up, put the heat shield on, put the wood in there, put the meat on, close it back down, the temperature drops, and then I experience a lot of smoke until it comes back up. This time, it kind of was starting to do that, so what I did was the same thing. Open the grill once it got to around 225. Put the wood on in there, the cherry chunk and the wood hickory chips around that. Put the heat shield on the drip pan, and then put the turkey legs on, and I closed it back down. And what I did this time, normally I freak out and I open all the vents, to try to get the temperature to heat up faster. But what that does is it creates more smoke because you got more air going in there. The temperature doesn't even creep up all that quickly, but you're getting a whole lot of smoke. So what I did this time was I didn't open the vents all the way up. I just cracked them a little bit more to get a little more air. And that seems to work because there was some heavy smoke just for a tad bit, but then it calmed down like it is now. So now I kind of got like it's almost blue smoke, man. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of a little blue smoke. I'm only riding at 196. I want to stay around 225 because I really don't want to cook these turkey legs a lot. I just want to heat them up and get smoke on them. So I kind of like this method because it's still getting the smoke. It's still getting a little bit of heat. And eventually it's going to get to 225 where I want it at by just letting it creep up slowly. So now I guess that could be a problem if I want to cook something at like 275, 250. Because it's going to take forever to get back there. But however, I'm getting clean smoke now. So this is actually probably a good thing to get more smoke into my food. To just let the temperature creep right up where I want it at. So yeah, so I'm figuring something out as we go with these turkey legs. So anyway, they're about, they've been on there for about, what, 20 minutes? Something like that. And just going to let them go. Just let them go. Check them out the hour. See what they look like. I thought about wrapping them as I said. I don't know if I'm going to wrap them though. Because I really want that nice dark skin on them. So if I keep the temperature low enough, I think I can tenderize them enough and get that skin. So let's find out together. All right, guys, we are over an hour in, really an hour and 10 minutes, because when I put them on the turkey legs, the grill was at like 150, so I just gave it an extra 10 minutes. So about an hour and 10 minutes in, let's see what we're looking like. And we got a little bit of color. I wanted a little more dark, but the cherry Probably a little red. Um, Seasoning still not really sticking. Um, so I'm thinking about temping them and maybe jacking the temperature up. They're already cooked, so I mean, they don't have to be like 165, but to be safe, you want a good temp. So let me get my thermometer ready. My Temu ThermoPro. At about 121, 122. So, yeah, we got some juice coming out. So I think I'm just going to let these things continue to roll at a low temp. I'm really hanging around 220, between 220 and 227 right now, which is perfect. And I'm going to keep letting them get smoked. I'm not going to jack the temp. I'm just let them keep going. I got the water pan back there just for moisture. And it's looking good, though. You know, kind of want a little more with the skin. You know, a little more seasoning stick. Don't have a lot of that yet, so. But with time, so I think I'm gonna go probably up to 250 with them, about 250, just to get a little more action. So this is where we are right now, though, and we'll just keep a watch on them. And oh, you know what? Well, I could go ahead and spray a little bit of this butter spray that I got, just you know, right here. Just throw a little bit on there. And probably turn them over and do this side as well. And that's the only time I'm gonna do it. Kind of want to leave them on this side because this side is prettier. And let's rotate them. So bring this one down here, turn this one up this way. Let's let them keep on going. Let them keep on going. So there we go. All right, guys. So we're about another 50 minutes in, and we do have that dark color that I was looking for. And they look amazing, don't they? So I'm touching them, and you know they're a little bit tender, but I feel like they won't be as tender as I want them. But now that they have the color that I want, the seasoning is still kind of not quite sticking, but I think if I wrap it up, it will. Plus, I want these to be tender. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap them now in foil, put them back on here, and just let them keep creeping real slow at like 225, 230. And I think that'll put me where I want to be with these. So I'm going to wrap them up now. All right, guys, got them back on the grill, got them wrapped up. And since you're not really trying to get smoke, want to tenderize them, I'm going to go ahead and let the temperature get on up to about 275, just to make sure these things are good and tender. So I'm excited about these. They're going to be really, really good. All right, guys, so I started cooking these around like about maybe 6 o'clock. It is now, what time is it? 10:27 p.m. And one thing I learned is that these have to be tenderized. So once you get the smoke on them, you got to wrap them up and let them tenderize. And that's what I did. It took a little bit longer, but it looks really good. So this is a double smoked turkey leg. And it is tender. I'm pushing it. So I'm about to enjoy it. So we learned something from this. Once you get the smoke on them, you got to wrap them up, tenderize, turn the heat up. And that's what I did this time. So it looks really, really good. I just tasted it. It is pretty good. So I'm going to eat this. Thank you guys for coming along. And I really appreciate you really supporting me. So this is that turkey leg. Like, share, subscribe. You know how it works. And I'm about to eat this and lay down. I got a baseball game in the morning. So thank you guys. All right, guys. It is days later. And as early as you can see, I never finished that video. So I'm going to finish it now. Those turkey legs, they were good, but they were very salty. Very salty. So those are pretty much made to salt other dishes. I thought they would work, but I realized that I guess the ones they sell at the fair and those other places are gotten from somewhere else that aren't as salty. I think next time I'm gonna try to cure my own. Next time I get some turkey legs, cure them myself, and then yeah, just go from there. So that's that. But it was fun cooking them, and I think from now on until I cure my own, I'm just gonna cook the ones that are just raw and just inject them and smoke them myself. Those can be pretty good when you inject them the right way. So yeah, so it was a good cook. Had fun. Hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy your day.